Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Vulture Culture, and tonight we are raising money for the American Red Cross Hurricane Ian Relief Fund. So the way this works is there's a link in the description of this video. It's different than the usual donation link that goes directly to me. This goes through Tiltify to the American Red Cross specifically for Hurricane Ian relief. So basically what happened is here in Florida, we don't really take hurricanes as seriously as we probably should. And Hurricane Ian didn't seem like it was going to be a big deal. And then all of a sudden at the last second, it cranked up. By the way, can everybody hear me fine? Is everything good? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see all of you guys. And thank you very much for showing up for this and being amazing. You'll see up here that we have a donation goal of raising hopefully $300. We might do better than that. Who knows? But the thing is that Hurricane Ian ended up being a Category 4 when it hit southwestern Florida, Naples and Fort Myers, and it's killed over 100 people now. And so originally we were going to do something completely different this week for Scum Night, which is a thing we do every Wednesday at 9. If you're new to this live stream, welcome, and thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. And I wanted to do something else so that we could raise some money for all of those affected by Hurricane Ian, because I saw the photos of the damage. If you Google like Fort Myers Beach, it's like crazy. It's gone. It got obliterated, and people were seeing like, everything okay over there? So there was a like the wreckage was crazy. People's houses were completely underwater. Yeah, it was just like just horrific. So anyways, I wanted to hey, so that's the first donation. Anonymous, thank you for the $1 donation. Whoever you are out there, thank you. And so that's how this will work tonight. Is we will be raising money, and it should be up there. I don't know if it's working or not, but we'll see. 1 second real quick. Oh, okay, I see what the problem was. It was actually my phone.
Sexy.
It's not muted. How do I here we go. That was what the problem was. Beautiful.
Sexy.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. Yo, $20. Thank you very much, James. I appreciate that so much. How's everybody going? What's up, Mighty Pinto, my friend? How are you doing? So yeah, originally the idea was we were going to be covering some synths like we like to do, but tonight what we're going to do is we'll actually make some synth music live. And yo, Gaetano, thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate you, brother. And we may or may not get a lot of comments or donations this stream, so if I don't get to everybody, I'm sorry. But the great thing is that it'll be up on stream, and it at the end of the day, you're supporting a really great cause, and that's what's the important thing. So anyways, we were going to do something else. What I was excited to do actually was to kind of do an experiment tonight. So I've never really done a stream like this where we're making music from scratch live with a bunch of vintage synthesizers. So let's talk about that. So we're going to be using the Oberheim Matrix 6 from 1985, which is an original vintage Oberheim. A lot of hype around Oberheim right now because they just released the first synth in like 35 years, the OBX8. But the Matrix 6 is really cool, and the Matrix series has a sound of its own. We're going to be using the Kawai K3, which I think is the ultimate budget vintage synthesizer. If you guys haven't heard this thing yet, it sounds incredible for those like Juno 106 type sounds. And so we'll use that. The K1, the Kawai K1 is actually one of the most searched synths that I see on my channel. And it's gotta be, I think, the cheapest synth in this room from 1988 or so. And it's just an incredible sounding digital synth that I love. We've got the Korg DSS-1 sampler. We've also got a Korg DW8000, which is their hybrid synth. Really great. Let me see if I can point at it, actually. It's that one over there. Might be easier if I do it this way. This one right here. We've got a Roland JX3P that we're going to use, which is Came out around the same time as the Juno 106, but actually has 2 oscillators instead of 1, so it's more powerful in some sense. Then down here, we have the Roland U20, which I haven't covered on this channel yet, but it is a Rompler, a lot like the Proteus, and really cool. And we're only going to actually use the first sound off of it. That way we can still cover it next stream. Over here on your right, we've got the Roland D50, their most famous digital synthesizer, and the beginning of LA synthesis, which is just the most awesome, unique sound in synthesis to happen in the 80s. I'm not a DX7 guy. I prefer the D50 sound. Below that, we have the Korg Wavestation, my favorite synthesizer of all time. The team that put that together was actually the head of Sequential Circuits, which is Dave Smith, who just passed away, unfortunately. But after Sequential went bottom up, it was acquired by Yamaha, and it was used. And he designed this incredible idea of, instead of there just being like starting with one wave, what if you could have as many waves as you possibly wanted? And so they made some really great stuff. And then finally, the Casio HD 6000 that we covered last week. So before we get started, guys, I just want to say a quick cheers to everybody out there. Thank you guys so much for being amazing. You know me, I've got a little bit of mezcal here to start the stream off right, but I wanted to say thank you guys for showing up, and all of your donations tonight are going to a great cause, and it's just a really good thing. Thank you for your donation, Vulture Mom. It's just a really great thing that we can actually come together as a Scum family, this little YouTube community that we've come up with, and do some good for the world. So for all of you guys out there, cheers. I love you so much. Let's get it going. Okay. Let's see if I missed anything. Nikki, thank you for the link. Let's cover some stuff here. No pumpkin beer tonight, drinking mezcal, because I wanted to make this stream all about making music and doing a good thing. So we'll get back to the pumpkin beers next week. So what we're going to do is actually something I've been developing in secret. Not to sound like this is going to be awesome, but what we're going to do tonight is an experiment to see if what I've been coming up with will even work. And spoiler alert, it won't. Like, there's going to be things that go wrong. That's kind of part of the fun of this. So what I've been working on is a live looping music creation sort of environment.
Schoolgirl. She was into some pretty kinky shit.
Jackie, thank you very much for your donation. Hurricanes can blow me. That's awesome. Now, I think based off of the audio there that you donated that versus using the Tiltify link that goes directly to the charity. So I will go ahead and donate to that. So I'll take your money and put it to the charity because that's important. So yes, it is finally live looping time. Sorry about that, Jackie. Make sure, everybody, to hit the link in the actual description here. That links so that we can keep track of how much we've actually raised, which you guys have already raised, like, it looks like close to a third of our goal, which is pretty incredible. I guess I should have set the goal higher, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, yes. Reading is for rich people. What did you say, James? We'll have to retract my statement 2 shows ago. The the 250 ESQ1 days are over. Yes, I agree. I think there was a time for that. And it's no longer here. So yeah, we're going to work on some live looping. And so what we're going to start with is, maybe I'll talk about the drums, and then we'll talk about how we're doing this. But essentially, I'm using the digital audio workstation Reaper and a shitload of Super 8 loopers inside of that. And it's been a nightmare getting this all to work. And like I said, it's not going to work. Like, we're going to have problems, but that's kind of part of the fun with Scum Night, is you guys get to watch me fail live. Another thing is, I was hoping to have more cameras set up so we could do this more interestingly. So as I'm working on this and I'm like playing some synth parts here over here, you know, you guys might not be seeing a lot of, you'll be seeing a lot of the back of my head and that ass, which honestly I should be charging for. But yeah, so the idea is going to be coming up with some stuff live with your guys' feedback. So I'm going to be walking around with this microphone, you know, fucking trying to drink, talk through a mic, play keyboards with two hands, and look at the chat all at once. So there's going to be a lot of, it's going to be chaos, but that's kind of what we want around here, right? So, might as well start and we'll talk about some more stuff. And by the way, guys, I said it already once, I might not get to everybody's donations and the comments and everything live just because...
Sexy.
Yo! Oh my God, Jackie donating another $50. That's incredible. Thank you, my friend. And the Scum family appreciates you very much. I will take that money that you donated already and donate it as well. And in fact, maybe I can do that now. Let me see how hard this is to do. Let's see if I can do it off of my phone real quick. So, Tiltify, here we go. Let's drop in some money and let's see here. It looks like it's pretty easy to do. You just hit the link and then hit donate. I think it knows how to do this. You can just see how hard it is. I don't know. Let's see here. Looks like Google Pay is the easy way to do this, so you don't even have to use PayPal, or you can just enter a credit card, whatever you feel like doing. And yo, there it is. So there's your money, Jackie. I want to make sure everybody knows that I'm not keeping anything from this stream. Let's go ahead and see here the live chat. OnlyFans, only synths. Describe my t-shirts, my friends in Anaona's band. It's really great. Love those guys. Wanted to, you know, rep them from time to time. So yeah, without further ado, why don't we kind of get going with some of this? So I'll be right back. Could have brought the mic with me. Would have been smart, but that wouldn't be me, would it? That's not what's up. Okay. Let's drop in here. And let's see. Okay. I don't know why I put my phone away. That doesn't make any sense. Cool. Yeah, Inaona's great. Let's get some of this off. There we go. There we are. Okay, so first mistake, I didn't clear the buffers from one of the Super 8 loopers. So you heard a little bit of the K1 there, and I also forgot to turn looping on for this live looping session, so this is just going great. Let me see. 61% already. Oh my God, I should have definitely have made the goal much higher, but you guys are incredible. Please keep donating past the goal. I don't know what this will do when we get there, so maybe at some point I might even halfway through the stream take a break and try to update that with a new goal. I don't know how I would do that. So I actually have a click track going in my earphones right now, and so let's talk a bit about what's going on. So I'm actually going to stop that real quick, and that's not working. There we go. Cool. So the first thing, drums. I actually am using samples of a Kawai R50E, which is a rare drum machine I want to get my hands on. You guys know I love Kawai synths. Well, it turns out Kawai also made a drum machine from the 80s that was used for a lot of early Ministry and Front 242 records. So I'm going to just show you guys that real quick. There's some distortion and stuff on there. So kick, snare, got this great grainy digital sort of sound to it. Clap, hi-hat. These really compressed toms. And little zap here. We got a bunch of different things. So anyways, the first thing I'm using is Mega Sequencer Baby to actually, let's see here. There we go. Things are working. And so as I play, it should actually keep a loop of that going, and we can always clear it if I screw something up, which I know we will do at some point. So let's go ahead and do that. By Raw Dog, I mean play without the metronome. Fucking goals. Thank you for your amazing donation. I appreciate you. So let's bring this mic stand over here so I don't have to use both hands, and let's see if I can keep track of where I am. 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. There we go. So we'll start with that as a basis of what we're doing. And so we're going to be hearing a lot of the same stuff, which will be kind of fun. Let's move on over to the Roland JX3P. So just a gorgeous analog synth from 1983 or so. So one of the older synths in the room. Let's go ahead and bring this with me too. And by the way, guys, if this is the type of thing you want to do yourself, you're interested in making electronic music live like this, leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll do maybe some tutorials on how I have this all set up. Because my goal was to set it up so that I never actually have to go to the computer. I can just do it all from this little station here and just go to synths and play and have a great time. So hopefully it works. Like I said, it probably won't, but, you know, fuck. That's what we're here to do, is to discover live. So I actually picked a preset off of this called Distorted Guitar. And I also have the retroactive PG2K controller. So what that does is it gives you access to all of the controls in here. So let's hear how this thing sounds first. So it's actually pretty ballsy, pretty beefy. One of the things that you might be wondering is how am I controlling the pluck of the filter, and I'm actually using, I'm cheating, I'm using Cable Guy's Shaper Box. I'm using that filter so that it's locked into the tempo of the song. And so what we can do is we can record ourselves a little loop. And although I said synthwave on the title card, we're actually probably going to be getting a little darker than that. So I'm thinking of playing something like in a harmonic minor key, so something maybe more like this. Something like that. So definitely going to be putting it in that area, and if I just check this out, I should be able to hit this one button here and start recording. And if I fuck it up, then we'll clear the buffer and try again. That was what I was supposed to start playing. All right, so we'll clear that and go ahead on this loop. All right, and let's make sure that sounds good. I got the loop right. I think I could have played it a little bit. Is the click track going through the main audio bus? It shouldn't be. But if it is, then just let me know. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. You freaked me out there, Jackie. I was like, I thought I had fixed this. So, cheers to that. So you can hear how there's like a little gap at the end there. I want to get that a little tighter. Daddy likes it tight. So we can just clear that. And on the next pass here, we'll try again and see if I can play a little bit cleaner than I did. There we go. I feel like that's good, and then I can save it by hitting that button, basically set it to loop, not forever, but as long as we're in this section of the song, it'll be in there. Pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. And we want to watch. Okay, so now we've got options. We can move over to the D50. It's actually kind of nice up there, something like that. We could do something like that and let it kind of ring out. Maybe use something else as a lead. I actually think I might go for something like that. So we'll record that on the next pass and see how we go. I don't know. Well, I did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. Let's try that again. I don't know. We'll see. A little bit of D50 never hurt anybody. So let's go ahead and save that. And what I have routed here, actually, is a knob for each of the sidechain compressors. So if I turn these all the way up, you'll hear that it's the kick drum pushes the synths out of the way. So the volume of the synths is ducked every time the kick hits. And I can control how much of that is going on. So like, it actually sounds pretty cool. But I'm gonna back it off a little. It sounds better the bassier the sound is, but in this case, because for no good reason I played the notes on the offbeats, it actually sounds pretty cool pumping. And it's a good, yes, it's a little bit of syncopation there. And you can kind of hear here the difference between the sort of the digital side of the 80s and the analog side of the 80s. You know, this synth just really does have like a warmth and a gloriousness to it. And so what I've allotted myself is something like 4 layers to make per section of the song. So in this case, we're going to just try to make anything and keep it interesting. But in the future, I actually have this set up so I can do something like 32 different loops all at once. So that'll be crazy. But this is sort of the experiment just to see if this even works. So far, how are we sounding? Like, is everything even working? I can hear a mix in my headphones, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what you guys are getting. So if it sounds okay, I guess let me know. And where are we at with this goal here? So we've got 203 of $300. So I just want to take a second to remind everybody who might be coming to the stream now that we're raising money for the American Red Cross for the victims of Hurricane Ian. By the way, I spent actually quite a while researching different charities and going to Charity Navigator, CharityWatch.org, trying to figure out what was the best charity to donate to. Because the unfortunate thing is a lot of charities, the way they work is when you donate money, a lot of that gets eaten up by administrative costs and stuff like that. Like the people who work there get decent salaries, like, you know, they're making 6 figures running a charity or something. And so not a lot of the money you actually donate goes directly to helping people. So before you donate for anything, you should always check that. But in this case, I checked it for you. You can trust me that in reality, the best way to, like, one of the best ways you can... Yo, Anonymous with the $1 donation. Thank you. But I want to say, too, that just reminded me that it's more important that we keep the donations coming. I don't care if they're $1. I don't care if they're less than $1, if it'll let you do that. The thing is that we want to make sure every little bit counts, and we want to keep the hype train rolling. And this really is a great way to help out those people in need. And and Hurricane Ian was brutal on the West Coast. Luckily, I'm on the East Coast where we didn't get hit so hard, which was awesome that we didn't have to go through that. But for all those people out there on the West Coast, we wanted to do something good for you guys. So anyways, we can actually add a little bit of variety to this beat now that we're getting going here. So why don't we try that? Just put that fucker down for a second. Thank you, whoever just donated. I missed it on the screen. We're starting to get a little bit of a vibe going, right? I don't know. Where did I put my phone? Here. Nikki said she's being vibin'. She be vibin'. 1 more %. Yes, we do need a nasty pad, James. So we're going to move directly over to the nasty pad machine, the Matrix 6 over here. So this is sort of the crown jewel synthesizer right now for me. It really is just this crazy awesome thing. So let's go ahead and I'll actually turn this on. I didn't earlier. Turn on the OB Magic X 6000, so it's a programmer for the Matrix 6. I picked a patch here called Lushness, which is still my favorite sound I heard from this, because when I heard it, I don't know, I was expecting the Oberheim synths to be all about brass, and of course the famous ones, the OB8, OBX, OBXA are. But this one actually has this beautiful PWM sound here. That's just awesome. And so we can actually control the cutoff of the filter and find a place where it sounds good real quick. So I'm going to set this down. And like I said, we're raw dogging the future here. So this is an experiment. We're trying it out. It's a little low. You know, I was hoping to have it like set up so it'd be a little bit easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. But I hope you guys appreciate what we're doing here. So bear with me if there's some issues. Let's go ahead. Let's see. So you can hear just the most incredible resonance and just the way this filter, the CM filter, is so beautiful. So I actually think I like it with a little bit more coming through than I originally planned. Let's drink some alcohol. And yes, I'm using the HD 6000 as a table. Just the speaker I'm not using anyway. Fuck it. Yo, PC, welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's the Matrix 6, yes. So we're going to be getting a loop in here of something. But I got to figure out what to play first. I don't know if I should play this higher octave or a little lower. Yo. Andy Perkett with the $20 donation. Thank you very much. We are getting very close to that goal. And we are only, 30 minutes into this stream? Low, low, low. Big resonance, big low. And we can actually record in, of course, those movements because we're working with audio here. So maybe that's what we'll do. Something like... I like that. I think I'm going to try to make a pass at that. So let's go ahead and try and see what we can get with that, okay? So I'm going to put the mic down for a second and try a loop out here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I turned the side chaining off, and we'll mix a little in. Something like that. A little bit of groove, but I don't want to kill it. Oh yeah, so now we're starting to build up a track. Oh yeah. Getting a little spooky. Get some toms in there now. Gotta love those big, crazy 80s toms. So, yeah. All right, so we got 3 loops going. Last one over here. I've got the soft waves preset pulled up over here on the Wavestation. And one thing, I think the Wavestation's kind of famous for doing these really big wave sequencing sounds where it's like these really evolving crazy patches, but that is not all the Wavestation is good for. It is crazy how many cool patches they put in that use wave sequencing, but not in the cheesy way that it's often thought of, but instead where it's like used to create a really unique but totally usable sound. I think the Wavestation's underrated in that way. And by the way, guys, I just want to emphasize this. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing right now. We're just figuring this out live together. I didn't have anything planned. This is not the way I thought this was going to go. We're already in a different category here. So if I play the... you can hear how it does begin to evolve. So what I was thinking about, yo, Michael Mays, welcome to the stream. I never know what I'm doing. I consider it a fine art. I mean, if that's the trick, then I'm the greatest fine artist of all time. What am I doing? I was like sucking. I was like congratulating myself with like a little tongue suck. So I want to kind of create, since we've got the D50 lead on this side, I want to kind of do like a little... something like that in there where we get some sort of like kind of... I love like a dueling melody, like where it's 2 synths going back and forth. Yes. But I kind of want to stay away from doing too much of these notes, so get up here. Maybe something like that. A little riff like that. Kind of feels good. We'll see what happens. something. I'll practice it a couple more times. All right, vote in the chat. Do I play it like lower? Something more like... Or do I go up high? Something up there. Yo, what's up? What's up? It's the Romex King. Yeah, a little lower. Everybody's voting lower. I like lower. So, I mean, this is pretty cool, right? Everybody says lower. Okay, that's the way to go. So I'll play it a couple more times so I have a fucking idea what I'm doing. Something like that. Hey, Anna. Yo, what's up, Orlando? How's it going, my brother? How you doing? We're just making some, Darkwave live on the internet. A little bit of live looping. Sort of an experiment to see if it's even possible with the current setup that I have. So far, it's working. Everything seems to be working, but you never really fucking know. And trying to raise some money, by the way. Yo, Scum Comedy with the motherfucking $50 donation. Gaetano, my brother, thank you so much. Man, I just want to say thank you for being the Scum Uncle. We just hit the fucking thing, right? Holy shit. Where are we at? No, 275 of 300. We're almost there, guys. $25 away from the goal. Maybe around 10. We'll see if we've hit the goal, and we'll maybe boost it up a little if we have. But anyways, thank you very much, Gaetano. Incredibly generous. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you to everybody who's donating. You guys are awesome. It all goes to the Hurricane Relief Fund from the American Red Cross for Hurricane Ian. Over 100 people have died. It's a horrible tragedy. And I thought it would be cool to maybe, use these synths. Because I'm always on the channel. See what Gaetano's saying here. I wanted to make it rain, but that might be insensitive since it's a hurricane relief thing. That's fucking awesome. Well, there went that mic stand. But yeah, I mean, for me, I almost feel guilty having fun, but at the same time, we have done a lot of covering synths, like how they sound, what makes them unique, but we haven't actually made a lot of music on the channel, so I really want to kind of focus on that a bit, and this might be the type of thing we do more of in the future. If you guys like it, you guys let me know. Basically, I'm just here for you guys and to try to kind of do this Scum thing, and I appreciate you guys. So I feel like I've got the opportunity to do something kind of unique with the setup that I have, because I'm very privileged to be able to have all of these incredible synthesizers from the 80s, and so I always want to contribute in the best way I can. So anyways, with that, I'm gonna do a couple more passes and practicing here. Do you guys like it where it has that little rise at the end? Or do you think I should play it where it doesn't do that? I won't play it this time. That way it's not distracting, because that sound, the way it kind of leaps out, is a little bit much, but maybe a little much is good. I don't know, guys. Live chat, come on. Let's see here. Emmanuel, welcome to the stream. Voting for higher. I like it. I think I got more votes for lower. The little flare is very gay. I say keep it. All right, with that, it's happening. I think I just personally agree with Emmanuel that it's a little bit... something like that would be a pretty good vibe. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a pass at it on the next loop here. Okay, I don't think it's recording this time. I think it's gonna start recording the next time I pass by. So let's see. Let's see how badly I play it. Knew I was going to play it wrong. I gave it the kiss of death, didn't I? Alright, so on the next pass we'll get a little of this vibe going. Don't mind my booty thrusting. That just helps with the timing. Oh yeah. So let's see if that's good. All right, so we got a little bop going. See how it sounds with the side chain all the way on. It seems like that'll stay there. Let's see, where are we at with our goal? All right, guys. We are $25 away from hitting the goal of the whole evening to raise $300 for the Hurricane Ian Relief Fund for the American Red Cross while we make some beats here on the internet. And like I said, if this is the type of thing you want to do, I've been slaving away figuring out how this will be possible. The only software I'm using that isn't free is Reaper, and Reaper's only $60. So that's very reasonable, I think. I'm going to turn the Wavestation loop down just a bit. But yes, we are very close to hitting that goal. And just really want to say thank you to everybody who's donated so far. You guys are fucking awesome. And it doesn't matter if you only have $1 to give. $1. If everybody right now donated $1, we would hit our goal. Just think about that. We would hit the goal if everybody watching right now donated $1. So that would be pretty neat. Blade Runner, pretty fruity. Well, that's nice of you to say. About 30 of that might make it to help. The rest goes into somebody's pocket. So no, I actually did a lot of research on this, and the American Red Cross, the fund that we're donating to, is actually one of the highest rated charities there is, with over 90% of the money you donating going directly to the people who, the victims of Hurricane Ian. So, if you haven't ever looked into this before, basically the best charities in the world are 90%, and I want to say the American Red Cross is 91%. So it's really great. It's a really highly rated charity from independent third-party sources. I'm going to turn my microphone up a bit, just because I want to not scream my voice out while I'm hanging out with you guys. Dala, make you holla. Thank you for your $1 donation. Here we go. Let's turn my mic up a bit. There we go. That way I'm not fucking ripping my voice out. That's better. So yeah, actually, a lot of money that we're donating is going directly to people, and the rest of it is basically just going to people who, because it's not a business, but it's also not volunteering. They use Dags with a $1 donation. Thank you very much. We're getting close. We are coming in. Yeah, don't mind me midst of a breakdown. A very good close friend of mine works for Red Cross and gets paid garbage but does it for the cause. I have good faith about it. That's exactly it. If you think about it, someone needs to get paid something. And if they get paid garbage, that sucks for your friend, but it's great for us donating. Vulture Mom, thank you for the $5 donation. Because it means that we can count on these donations to actually go to where we want them to, which I think is very important. So, anyways, just to address that, because I think a lot of times people worry about that. It's a reasonable thing, by the way, to worry about, which is, if I'm donating this money, is it even going to the cause that I said? You know, I've donated before and then found out, wow. Anonymous with the $23 donation. Thank you very, very much. And with that, where are we at here? I see 282. Is that going to update with that donation? There we go, 305. We have hit the goal. Now, I wonder if I can change this while we're hanging out on stream here. Let's see if I go... Should have definitely done this beforehand, but, you know, that's why it's this stream. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be Scum Night if I had everything figured out ahead of time, right? You know, that would be kind of crazy. So, let's see here. Let's go check out my... Here we go. Let's view this campaign, and let's see if I can... Let's see if I can figure out if I can do anything about this. I can see all of the great donation comments you guys left. Is there a way to edit this? Is that a thing I can do? Yes. Let's edit. Goal. Is there such a thing as like a stretch goal? Do they let you do that? Would have been great to have figured this out ahead of time. Let's see what happens if I just make this $500. Not 500. Let's save the changes. Okay. Now, going back over here. It updated. Cool. That was pretty easy. Anyways, with that, we have moved up to the 500 donation category. I wonder where my phone is. There it is. So, we're going to move on to the next section of the song in a second here. So, we did it, guys, though. I just want to say, you guys never disappoint. The Scum family never disappoints. It's crazy how you guys come out and always show up for a good cause. So, I've updated the donation goal. In the future, I should really do something like, Jesus, Anonymous with the $40 donation. Holy shit. Thank you very much, whoever you are out there. That's awesome. Thank you to everybody who's donating. You guys are incredible. And it's just such an honor to get to see you guys the way you guys just... If someone's in need, the Scum family is there. I couldn't be a prouder Scum daddy. That's for sure. So I've been missing some chat. And I see that Emmanuel, you bought a Wavestation and a K3 thanks to the videos we've done. And I have to say, that makes me personally very proud. There's a lot of things that make me proud, but when people actually buy the synths I talk about that I like, based off of watching the videos, that's like crazy to me that that happens. And I hope that you really enjoy them. As far as it goes, honestly, I have a lot of synths like the JD800, Chroma Polaris, a lot of shit that's considered like really great vintage synthesizers. I think the K3 is one of the greatest, period. Like not even among hybrids, just period, one of the greatest. And the Wavestation's actually my favorite of all time. Even though it's not analog, it just sounds amazing. So I'm really happy you got those because they're great synths and you can still get them really cheap. They're two that you can usually get for, let's say, less than $750 or so. And that's awesome that you can do that. So, yeah, I hope you really enjoyed them, Emmanuel. Yeah. The Kawai, here's the thing. Kawai's just fucking crazy. Kawai of the 80s was incredible. Right off screen, I've got the Kawai K5000S. We haven't done a video on it, and that's because it's really complicated. And, you know, it's like what Kawai considered the best synthesizer they ever did. It also put them out of business because they didn't sell very well. They were just too much. And for me, it's like the most intimidating synth I have. Whereas the K1 and the K3, those synths are just like awesome. And they're easy. It's like they sound great without a lot of like struggle. I wish they stayed in the market too. I hope one day, you know, dream here would be one day that Kawai would come back and come out with something new, because I think they could do it. I think now's the time to get back into synths. Obviously, it's happening for a lot of people. A lot of companies are making a lot of money on synths, and Kawai still making really great keyboards, just not synthesizers. So, anyways, guys, now if I program this right, I should be able to hit this button here, and we'll sort of like move into the next part of the song. So, just like in electronic music, it kind of like builds up, and then it goes to a drop. So that's the phase we're moving to right here. A big drop. And now we can figure out what we want to do with the next part of the song. So, in honor of the of Kawai, I think we should start there. We should start with the K1, which I set up. Man, I have really like walked circles. Let's see if I can undo this cable. Oh well. I think I want to start here. Let's see what's possible. I'm going to play some stuff, sort of freeform, and kind of get a groove going and see what we end up with, okay? Let's see if that stays. Oh, holding a key down. So this is the Kawai K1 on the first sound that loads in when you turn it on, the vocal awe patch. K1, definitely one of the favorites on the channel. Like I said, it's actually, I think, the thing that people search for the most. And I'm like the champion of the Kawai K1. I think a lot of times people expect like people on YouTube to like only talk about the expensive synths, because I mean that's kind of how the synth market is, right? We're all like obsessed with like the ones that cost a lot, and of course I love the, you know, the all the other synths that are around too, but for me the K1's actually just gorgeous sounding. I just love, there's just something about those sort of like grainy, I think it's 8-bit oscillators. You can hear them really break up when we go low. I mean, listen to that sound. That shit's dark. I mean, I think that sound is just gorgeous in a way that isn't comparable. I love, you know, analog stuff. Can be really great too, but for me, there's just something about the magic of this type of synth. So, anyways, let's get the chat over here too, so I'm like actually paying attention. Oh, yes. Hey, Swim27, welcome to the stream. There's a K1 on eBay for $80. Please stop me. Jackie, I'm not stopping shit. The K1 really is kind of a crazy... So there's two synths that I recommend, I think above all else, if you're going to get into the vintage synthesizer market. I've spent an entire down payment on a house on 20 vintage synths. They're in this room. You'll notice the Poly 6 is mixing, a few, and the Alpha Juno. A couple more are missing because I have them being repaired by Severed Machines, which is one of the highest rated synth techs in Florida. Yo, what's up, Aquatic Borealis? Welcome to the stream. I wrote like 100 songs with the Ah preset in the 90s. Yeah, it really is like one of the greatest presets. I have a chorus on there too. I have a towel chorus just to, you know, kind of break it up a little bit in the stereo field. Don't worry about it, Aquatic. We are just getting started. We've got a lot of song happening. You'll hear what we've done so far. Right now, we're building up the next section of the song. But anyways, I'm going to put this mic down for a second and kind of work on some stuff. Let's see here, I gotta figure out that note, so... Okay, so... What we're doing is we're working in harmonic minor, something like C harmonic minor, or maybe G harmonic minor, something in there. And then we're modulating to Dorian. We're moving into Dorian for that last section there. So, some of you nerds will know what I'm talking about. What's up, Autumn? What's up? How's it going, everybody? Yeah, it's not so bad. You know, I usually have a camera zoomed in on like one synth, but we actually have a bunch in this room. So it's a lot of fun to actually get a chance to use all of them. And you guys have raised, let's see what the number's at right now. We are at $345 out of our new $500 goal. You guys already crushed that $300 goal. So it's really exciting to be doing this stream and to be actually making music with you guys live. So real quick, I just want to say a quick little cheers to all of you beautiful people out here. I am knocking the fake plant over. If that doesn't say Scum Family, I don't know what does. I love you guys. Cheers. And trying to work out this little riff here. I want to do this sort of, if you can, I mean, it's probably obvious. I'm trying to do this kind of like haunting, spooky vibe to sort of build the song up. So let's see real quick if I can play some chords. One thing that's problematic with a lot of synths from the 80s is, so you have early synths from the 80s, and those synthesizers, I'm trying to unwind this cable that I've done a lot of loops, not audio loops, but loops in the living room here, the studio. So a lot of synths from the 80s didn't have velocity, so this synth doesn't have velocity. So no matter if I hit this note as quietly as I can, it's the same volume as if I really stab it. It sounds exactly the same. So as soon as that happened, synth designers actually started making synths with velocity, and then they got very velocity sensitive. So the D50's quite a large range of velocity, and I'm running into that here where you can play very quiet notes. Listen how quiet that is versus if I stab it. That's a big range. So a lot of the times I actually like to reduce. I like a little bit of velocity, but not like full velocity going on. So we'll see. We're kind of getting there. I almost have the notes figured out. So, bear with me. Like I said, this is a experiment discovery stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's see what we can do. That's it. I played it right. Wish I had been recording. So this is part of the fun. I'm getting all my photography stuff together while I listen. That's awesome. So Autumn was shooting a wedding tonight, which is great. Little gimpy ass, with a broken leg getting around onto the wedding. I love that. So anyways, let's see where we're at in the stream here. Okay, wait. Oh, fuck. That would have been the time to press the record button. All right. So one thing that sucks about recording like a long chord progression like this is I have to, Aquatic Borealis with a $50 donation. Thank you very much, my friend. Oh my God, you guys have been too amazing tonight. I can never say how grateful I am to all of you people. I missed the loop. So thank you very much, Aquatic. That was awesome. You guys are great, and I appreciate you very much. So I'm going to go ahead and try this real quick. Do I dare? Hopefully. I'm not convinced I played that all that cleanly. A little bit of velocity issues. Let's listen. I think that one note's a little off. So let's go ahead and kill that and try another pass here. 2, 3. So like I said, I'm trying to pay attention to where the beats are. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. You gotta figure out that one note. I should hit that note instead. That's a better leading note to kind of smooth out the modulation there. Let's see where I'm at in the loop. All right, let's see. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wrong note. Anyways, I promise you we're almost there. It's kind of fun to... Now we're really scum nighting it, you know, just struggle bus live here on YouTube in front of everybody to see. Just being bad at synths. Alright, so I played that right, but I'm not convinced the note's right. Jackie, you've got that great ear for modulation. I think I should have played the other note, don't you? I think I fucked that up. I think the other note was the better note. What do you think? That's it, I'm gonna end up getting another K1. It's been out of my life too long. Please look at us, not the computer, just saying. I'm sorry. Sorry, Vulture Mom. It's difficult just because I'm trying to make sure everything's working. I apologize. Yo, what's up? Dubstation Zero. How's it going, my friend? Luckily, Aquatic, I did not. So we're out here on the east coast of Florida. It hardly rained. But on the West Coast, it hit as a Cat 4 on the 28th, and I think over 100 people have died. It's horrible. So, yeah, it's definitely a bad thing. Yeah, I think it's the other note, sorry. Yeah, it was windy, but it wasn't really anything to write home about. Not compared to the West Coast. Anonymous with the $6.66 donation. Thank you very much for everything you guys have been doing. Alright, so gotta go play that other note. Alright. Hopefully it's recording. So what we're saying, Jackie, is that that sounds better. I'm almost thinking it should have been like a different note altogether. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, it's literally crazy looking at houses like completely under the water and stuff. It's horrific. So definitely a terrible thing. So really what you guys are doing by donating is massive. Just utterly awesome. The Scum family coming together. Yeah, so what's our opinion on this? I like moving up in, modulating and getting this note in here. Yeah, Fort Myers is awesome, by the way. I've thought about, moving out there because, for one thing, they got hit really hard by this hurricane, but I want to say the statistic I heard, I don't want to spread misinformation, but something like only 1 out of 100 hurricanes actually loops around and hits the west coast of Florida. Louisiana tends to get it if it passes the east coast of Florida, basically, because that's like the path it takes up from Africa. So it's ironically, it's actually the safer place to live than where we do. But in this case, one good thing about living in South Florida is that we're used to it. This house has been here since the 50s. Everything's built to survive hurricanes. And, you know, like, I remember when Hurricane Sandy passed us, it was like a non-issue here. And then I went up to New York within a week or two after it hit Long Island, and it was crazy. It was like every tree was down, buildings were destroyed because they're not used to hurricanes. You know, we're not fortunate because it's not a fortunate thing, but we're used to it on the East Coast here. And so, yeah, it's bad though. I mean, most houses, like, even though I'm close to the water, it's like this house is relatively safe from the storm surge. But of course, there was a lot of houses out in Fort Myers that weren't, which is pretty horrible. It was a tropical storm, yeah, when Katrina hit. We actually did have a tornado touchdown in Kings Point in Del Rey, where I used to deliver pizzas to when I was working at Jack's. So that was kind of crazy. Some people went to the hospital. I don't think anybody died, luckily. So that was a thing that happened. So anyways, we should talk about getting some more music happening here. We've got the Roland U20, which is the Rompler from Roland. And I've got it loaded up with a piano sound here. And so this would be kind of a cool way to sort of build the song up, I think. Let's see. I just saw Jackie posted something. Yeah. When Texas froze, they had no idea. It's the same idea, Autumn. I think stop worrying about this modulation specific notes. Maybe do a bass synth to reinforce the progression and check in from there. Yeah, no, I agree. We'll keep moving. So let's go ahead and record the Korg DW8000. So I picked this synth because out of every vintage synth I have, I actually think the Korg DW8000 has one of the darkest filters. So I created this sort of Reese bass patch here. And one fun thing about the DW8000 is this little joystick here, so we can apply modulation directly to either the oscillator or the filter. So first I'll show you the oscillator. Like a vibrato, or we could apply that vibrato to the filter, which is pretty neat. So anyways, we'll do a pass with this and load in some DW8000. See what we can do with it. I think I record a little too long, which is okay. So we'll kill that and we'll do another pass. And I want to start where it doesn't fall dramatically because of the portamento. Let's see what I can do. There we go. That's evil. There we go. That was awesome. So we'll save that. That is mean sounding. So that's also all, what is it, 8 voices of polyphony stacked on top of each other? That's why it sounds so fucking massive, is because the DW8000, although it's a hybrid, you can still detune the oscillators on unison, sort of like their VCOs, and it just gets big. That is a big bassy synth. Like the juice on that is crazy. And I'd also like to point out that I'm not working with sawtooths here. If I play up high here, you can hear that it's actually kind of like a little vocally or a little digital wavetable-y. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. That's funny, Jackie. Just curious what you've wired all of these synths into. So I started with a Focusrite 18 in, 20 out, which is great. But if I had to do it again, I would do what I ended up with, which is an RME Babyface, which allows you to ADAP, aka light wire in separate preamps. So I started with the Focusrite Scarlet, which gives you, it says 18 in, but essentially you're going to be stuck with the 8 inputs that you get from that. Then you have to get an Octopre, so that's what I got, a Focusrite Octopre, and light wired that in. When I got the Babyface, I got 2 Behringer 88 2800s, I think they're called, but basically it's their version of the Focusrite Octopre. It's even the same red color, and they sound great. And so I've got all 4 of those routed into the Babyface. So if I had to do it again, I'd actually just get the Behringer preamps and the RME Babyface, because that thing's awesome. Allows you to get 32 channels into your computer like it's nothing. And the stability is better than anybody else in the industry. So that's actually a great question, James. I'm glad you asked it. Sometimes I forget, like, I'm so, like, deep into this that I forget, like, the interesting things to talk about here. Can we just talk about how evil this fucking chord progression sounds? Like, whew, the K1 DW8000 combo sounds great. So anyways, I've got this set up, so if I hit this button, we'll begin moving into the next section of the song. So just like with an EDM song, you start getting a build-up, you know? It's really cool. All the effects are being done in the box, that's correct. Basically just Valhalla room reverb and sometimes some chorus. A little bit of Fab Filter Saturn. There we go. Let's turn down the... I don't want quite as much side chaining on the pad. But it kind of sounds good on the bass line. Whoa, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Gaetano. Yeah, the Behringer 88 8200s, I believe so. So yeah, and I mean, you can probably see down here, we've got a bunch of fucking cables. So it's... Not every synth is being run in stereo. A lot of the analogs are run in mono unless they have an analog chorus. So DW8000 digital chorus, to me, not worth getting into the computer. So I just run it mono, because the problem with the DW8000 is they actually, the way they made it stereo is by inverting the phase of the mono channel for the right channel, which is not awesome. I wish they hadn't done that. So instead of that, I just run it mono and then use something like Tau Chorus, which I think is what I'm using on the sound you're hearing right now for the bass line. Little Fab Filter Saturn. Number 1 trick for getting old synths to sound good, because they don't, is to put a little bit of Fab Filter Saturn on it, or whatever distortion you like. Isotope Trash is great too. Something just to warm them up a bit, because otherwise it gets a little whatever. So anyways, now we're moving into the next section of the song, and we can pick another synth to work with. Yo, we got some adult dating site, Chat69, XYZ, shout outs. How's it going? Yeah, I know, it opened up, Jackie, for sure. Bots know when it's sexy. So, I've got one of my favorite patches. I demoed a lot with the K3, this patch. It's this really great, basically Oberheim sounding analog patch. And so like this synth I'm running into the computer in stereo because it's got that great analog chorus. Aquatic says, what about the DSS? The digital delay chorus worth the stereo? No, I do not think so. So, worth saying here, the Ensoniq Mirage, which I have just off camera, we did a stream on that. You might have been there for that, I don't remember exactly, but Ensoniq Mirage actually does some cool stereo stuff where it'll do like what a modern DSI or sequential synth will do, where it'll like move the voices in stereo. Like, so every time you press a note, it picks a random place in the stereo field to put it, which is really cool. DSS-1 doesn't do that. The DSS-1 is almost the same synth as the DW8000. In fact, I think I'm not going to keep both. I think I might keep only one or the other because they have the same filter, same digital chorus, same oscillators to start with, but of course the DSS-1 has the ability to load floppy disk samples in, which sound good. You can hear on this one I've got a string pad loaded up here. It's a little quiet, you might have to boost that up. But anyways, I would recommend in 2022 running those synths in mono. I mean, use it if you want. It's a color, so you might like the sound of that digital chorus. It's not bad. It's a good chorus. Like, it's surprising, and what's cool about the way they implemented it is it turns into a delay. So you can use it as a chorus or a delay, which is a neat idea. But in 2022, there's just better shit. You know, it's not necessary anymore. Aquatic says, I picked up an Eventide Black Hole today. Infiltrator. Okay, I don't know Devious Machines Infiltrator on sale, so I'll have to check that out. What is Devious Machines Infiltrator? I think I have something by Devious. There's enough cable in the dungeon to circle the earth. Thank you for taking care of 69, Chad 69. Jackie, I appreciate that. So we could either go to the K3 or we could go over to this U20 piano, which I think might be where I want to go. Whoa! Losing the mic. That was the note, Jackie. So I want to make a pass at the piano part here, then go back and re-record the K1 because I think it would be better, something like that. Yeah, it's time to go to the piano, Jackalee. Infiltrator is an effects rack. All right, cool. Well, I definitely have to check that out. So, anyways, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Let's see how bad I am at piano. Holding the microphone underneath my nuts. We fucked it up once already. Let's do it again. Errors. Unforced errors. Daddy loves unforced errors. Let's see. Well, the microphone pickup. Could add some dirt. It's not routed to that layer, so... Although I'm beginning to think maybe I shouldn't on this one, just because I have to be bent down to get hit the U20 anyways. Let me drop it. So we'll see. That wasn't so bad. I don't mind that it's a little out of time because it's got that feel. If I... I see what happened. Don't lick the XLR cable. Things just got too sexy. But anyways, as I increase the side chaining there, it actually kind of helps. A little bit of an error there. I think we should fix it. But we'll fix the K1 first. Reminds me of being a DJ, like hands in the air, can't play keys for shit. Let's see. That was a much better pass on both of those, I think. And I missed some donations here, so I'm gonna just see if I can pull them up real quick there. Is there a delay issue? I don't think so. All right, let's go ahead and go check this out real quick. Someone commented, waiting to be the mic right now. That's fucking awesome. Keep the hype train rolling. Thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So we're starting to get somewhere. So I think we can go back to our previous vibe and see where we're at. Feels so much better now that we finally have that fucking chord figured out, you know? Or that note. We're in there. I love a good modulation. We can think about what else to add to the song now that we're here. Oh yeah, back to the verse. Can we give the Kawai just a tiny volume boost? Yes, I agree. I think we should compress the Wavestation more, but for the time being, whatever. Let's go boost up the Kawai by a couple decibels. Oh yeah, we're back. Yo, chat 69's back up in this motherfucker. I missed you. Alright, so in honor of chat 69, I just want to say, in case you're showing up to the stream now, let's talk about what we're doing. We're making some synthwave, some darkwave synth music with these vintage synthesizers I'm so lucky to have the ability to play. And what we're trying to do is raise money for the victims of Hurricane Ian. So if you donate in the link below, what you are sending your money to is the American Red Cross, specifically to Hurricane Ian victims. And they're a really highly rated charity from Charity Watch and from Charity Navigator. They're what's called top rated, which means they're the best charities you can give your money to. And we've already raised an incredible amount of money. Let's check out, see what we've got right now. We're at $423.66. So we are some math away. What is that? 76 bucks, something like that. Something like that, to getting all the way to that $500 charity goal. Now, I think we can do it by the end of the stream. Yo, chat 69 XYZ donated $1. Well, hey, you know what? I can't be that mad at you for spamming the chat, considering everything you're willing to give. That's really awesome. Chat 69 XYZ, thank you so much. Whoever you are out there, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. Let's keep those donations coming in. We're almost there, guys. I appreciate everything you guys do all the time. You guys have not only changed my life, but you've shown me the incredible charity and the heart that the Scum Family has when it comes to actually giving to those in need. You guys are so charitable. And so, you know what? I did a donation earlier, but I want to get us close. Let's see if I go to the YouTube link. Let's see if I can do it myself again. Let's go ahead, hit the Tiltify link. See how hard it is. It's really not bad, guys. All you have to do is enter your email and the amount that you want to give. So here we go. We'll put a little bit in, and let's see. And then you just hit the donate button. It's really easy. I have a Google phone, so Google Pay is super nice. It's like a one-click thing, real quick. Boom. Oh, it said my donor name cannot be profane, so we gotta edit that real quick. That's messed up. You should be able to leave a profane name. Let's see if this works. Let's see. Donating. Google Pay. Let's go ahead and hit that button. And let's see if it shows up on stream real quick. Did it go through? Maybe? Seems like it did. But no alert. There it goes. Can't play the keys for shit. Donated $20.66. Guys, we're very, very close. Where are we at right now? I just ripped the cable out of the fucking camera. Oh my god, Alex. It's always something. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can fix that. Ooh. That's making me nervous. Oh man. Oh, I see where the issue was. Like I said, this is an experiment. We're trying out things live in front of the internet. No memory card cannot play. We are back. Hey guys, also just want to point something out to you real quick. Let's see if I can get her over here. Lemon. Hey Lemon, can you guys see on stream here? This is the new cat in the household, Lemon. She's blind, she can't see at all, but you'd be surprised at how well she gets around the house. I'd like to pick her up, but she doesn't like being picked up too much. Do you think I could pick you up, Lemon? What do you think? A little pickup just so that people at home can see you? She's got this beautiful big blue eye and not another eye. She's adorable. Let's see what we can do. Think I can pick you up, Lemon? Real quick. All right. That's all I'll do. Good girl, Lemon. Sorry about that. Oh, she got scared by the cable. What is that, Lemon? Okay, there we go. She can't see, so, you have to forgive her. Oh, she's trying to play with the cable now. It's a new toy. As soon as she figures out she can play with the cables in this room, it's fucked. All the synths are coming down. Anyway, so let's see where we're at here. We are almost at that donation goal. We are currently at, what does that say? $50 away or so from the donation goal. Let's go ahead and pull up the live chat here. Cats know shit. Alex seems a little toasty. Yeah. It's all that mezcal, Where did I get her? So Anna got her years ago. That is an Atom controller, by the way, James. Really happy with it. I've had a few different controllers, like an MPD. Thought it was terrible. Returned it. But the Atom controller and Lemon the cat are staying. They're both incredible. It's hard when you can't see it. Yeah, she's a really great cat. It's been such a great... She's the sweetest thing on the planet, too. She can be a little, She gets a little feisty, just like Anna, Just a little bit of an attitude every now and again, but otherwise she's just a total sweetheart. She is currently going crazy on the cables, so chances of the camera going down sometime sooner are good. Yeah. I'm an Atom still in the box. Try to get out and use it. Yeah. For me, I don't really need it for anything except for something like this. I'm so used to typing in MIDI for, I did the first few Vulture Culture records. Just, at least the first one I did without a MIDI keyboard, entirely just by writing it in. I think when we did Dominion Screams, Jackie and I, that we had a MIDI keyboard at that point. But it was more for programming sounds than anything. One thing that sucks about the HD6000 is that it shuts off if you don't play something on it long enough. Anyways, Lemon, stop. She is trying to rip the cable out of the other camera over there. What are you doing? Lemon! Oh no, this is bad. She's getting very bold in the middle of the stream. She's ready to party. She's fully turned up. Can you guys see her? There she goes. She's very adorable. She's been exploring the house, or the synth dungeon, the past few days. She's, been brave. Oh, I like this vibe more. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see what's happening here. It's an interesting thing about... There we go. Interesting thing about how the loopers work in Reaper is they're context specific, so they can sometimes do weird things, but fix this one. Oh, that sounds so massive. An Atom SQ, that's the sequencer version, right? That's cool too. For me, my like secret plan or agenda with this studio setup is actually to not need a sequencer. That was the goal with this. I wanted to be able to make music live in front of you guys without using a sequencer at all. I mean, you could argue that a DAW is a sequencer, right? And loops are just that, but I love the idea of not pre-recording anything, you know, like you guys watch me make the drums, watch me play the keys badly, but eventually get it close enough. Something like that. So, what do we have left here? Let's go to the K3. I'd just like to say, as an aside, like, how big this part of the song sounds. And technically, we're using like a lot of digital stuff. We're using an all-digital 8-bit synth. We're using a PCM sampler, Rompler. I'm sorry, not even a sampler, Rompler. You know, struggling. I think this was 87, 88 technology. DW8000, 1985. So it's the only thing that's got a filter, an analog filter. But the waveforms are 8-bit oscillators or 12-bit, I don't remember. But yeah, basically all low-res stuff. It sounds fucking huge and awesome. It's a good reason to kind of point out that when we're talking stuff from the 80s, a lot of the times the digital's where it's at. I think, anyways. Yeah. What about a drum machine? Oh, I'm sure I could with the Embassy one. But, you know, for me, hardware comes down to getting sounds I couldn't get from software. And when it comes to drums, I just feel like currently I'm happy using samples of vintage drum machines. Like I said, I want to get my hands on a Kawai R50E, which is the drums we're listening to, but they're very rare. You have to find one from Japan. Thank you so much, Autumn. We love you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. All right, guys, we're nearing the end of the stream, so this is the chance to hit that $500 goal. I believe we can do it, but we need your help. We need your donations to get there. We're so close. That green bar is almost full. Do you guys think we can do it? I think we could do it. It's up to you. Let's see what we can do, okay? I'm gonna fuck around with this K3. I think that region's where I want to play. Did I play the wrong note again? I think I played the right note. It's hard to know. Yo! Barb and James! Yo, what's up? My B Street brother and sister. How's it going? Thank you very much for your donation. You guys are awesome. Dub represent. God, that K3 sounds good. Yes, okay, so we are nearing it. How far are we? Guys, we're coming in. $33 and some change. I know you guys can make it happen. Did I play the wrong note? I think I did. What's the note? Hard to know. I forgot what the note was, guys. I don't know if I did it right. Thank you, Barb. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yo, Vulture Mom. Coming in with the $10 donation. Okay, guys, we are $20 away from that $500 goal. Do I have to get naked? Like, what's the deal? I'll do it. Let's see. Can we talk about this beat, though? I'm going to turn the drums up a bit. There we go. Alright, so what else do we have? Let's pull up the DW. I'm sorry, the DSS. It was a little quiet earlier. Let's boost it up. Yo! James! With the $20 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got to be, we are so close, guys. We are so fucking close. Wait, maybe we're there. I don't know. Yes! Yes! $501. Oh, we made it, guys. We fucking did it. You guys fucking did it. Oh my God. You guys surpassed the first goal and made it all the way to supremacy, the good kind. Scum supremacy. You guys are awesome. Oh, cheers to you guys. I need to get some more alcohol, I think. Too awesome, guys. Too amazing. Too amazing. You guys are too great. Oh my gosh. Such an incredible moment. You guys are too cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have done an incredible thing tonight. Oh my God. Thank you very much, James, for clinching the deal. Man, that beat sounds massive. Kawai K3, K1, U20, and the DW8000. So cool. Sounds gorgeous. It's dark. And I'd just like to say, I think it's the piano that really ties this all together. We're going to be reviewing that synth, that sampler, this guy, next week on Scum Night, okay? So definitely check this out next week if this is the type of thing you want to do. Let's see if I go press this button. Can I actually jump back here? I don't know how well I did this. Let's see if I do this? Like I said, there's some issues. Let's go ahead and select this first one here. There we go. Alright, what happened to my drums now, though? I thought I had some drums in this song, right? Did I accidentally delete them? I guess I deleted them. Whoops. So now it's time for some new drums. There we go. Kind of in the neighborhood there of a beat. Yeah, this was really great, James. It's been really fun. I don't know, guys. Do you want me to do some more stuff like this in the future? It's a lot of fun for me. I think it's cool. It's nice to actually make something with all of these awesome synthesizers as opposed to always focusing just on one synth or rompler or sampler or whatever and trying to exploring it to actually put together some beats. Yeah, I think it would be fun. Eventually, like I said, right now we have it set up where what we're doing is essentially, I had a kind of a handful of synths that I thought, hey, part of the reason we're doing these synths and not the ones over here is because they're not there. A lot of them are in the shop getting repaired. So I'm missing right now the Poly 6, the Alpha Juno, the JP8000, the SQ80, the Chroma Polaris. They're all in the shop getting worked on, so I love watching you do your process, doing what you love. I appreciate that, Bucky. I want more bass in this section. Well, god damn it, Mom. You got it. I think Chad Kane said something about the bass being lacking, which is funny because when I was testing this, it seemed like the bass was bumping here. But anyways, we'll boost a little bit more bass. How's that sounding? A little bit more in there. Yeah. Hands-on videos per synth. Yeah, no, don't worry. Those aren't going anywhere. Like, what I'm talking about is maybe doing, maybe for every 3 of those, doing one where we do some live looping and actually make some music with these guys. I think it would be a cool way to break it up. And, Scum Nights evolved. Really got me thinking about it when we did the 100th episode and we covered all of the things that we've done on this channel over the years. It's really moved. And I'm actually surprised this went as well as it did because this was, this was rough to set up. I don't want to sound like I'm the only person who's doing this right now, but it's difficult to do the kind of looping the way I have it set up, and even things as simple as having certain loops turn off automatically as I move to new sections and stuff like that. It's taken a bit of ingenuity to be able to get it all working. I'm sure someone else has done it much better than me, but it's been fun to do this. And also, I think in the future I'd like to do it more where I actually show you guys how I program the sounds and then also how I process them in the DAW. For tonight, I wanted to keep it kind of simple, one camera, pointed at the synths, make some music, what have you. But in the future, I think what I might want to do is do stuff where we sort of create a live set all together with vocals and everything and sort of come up with a new Vulture Culture live show, on the fly and figure that out. I think that would be cool. Let's go ahead loop that next section there. I think being able to actually go through the process of coming up with these sounds and how to make them sound good, because one of the funny things is that vintage synths sound great on their own, but if you want to actually put together a set like this, you gotta mix them, because once you start listening to mix, a lot of vintage synths sound really flat. I think I played the wrong fucking note. It still sounds big and epic and evil, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, there's definitely a lot goes into actually how you use effects like distortion, chorus, reverb, and delay to make things sound awesome. Oh yeah, baby, here we go. Different drums. Is that plant synthetic? Yes, it is. If it's not me or a cat, I can't keep it alive, so everything in here is fake. Daddy loves fake. The only thing that's real is the alien. Oh, Karen. Yeah, definitely. It's kind of the vibe I'm going for. So, anyways, guys, I think this is a good place to stop for the night. We hit our goal. You guys were incredible. Let me just check what the final amount is here. 501. 501. So, you guys crushed our first goal, made it to the second one. Thank you guys so much for being an amazing Scum family. Next week, U20. We're going to be checking out, let me actually get out of the way. Next week, U20. Really, really cool Rompler. The secret of the 80s. We're going to be checking that out. We're going to be checking out the JAMS 3P. We're going to be checking out the D50. We're going to be checking out the greatest digital synth of all time, the JD800. That's all coming up this month. The next, what is that, 3 or 4 Scum nights? All Roland, all 80s. Well, technically JD800's like 1990 or something like that, 91 at the latest. But basically, we're going to be checking out Roland, the king of synthesizers from the 80s. It's going to be a really great month for Scum Night. I'm really excited. And once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for being the best. And I'll see you next week, okay?